So, Soup Man, we're just glad to have you back, man. Just bless us as you always do. Soup's been doing it. It's Your Perspective poem for a long, long time. Blaze it, man.
Greetings to one and all. Our praises be unto the Almighty Creator, Rastafari. Yeah, man, I still sound in Canada, but okay, we can still go through. I'm reading from His Majesty's speeches, selected speeches, Ultimate Challenge. When I spoke at Geneva in 1936, there was no precedent for a head of state addressing the League of Nations. I am neither the first nor will I be the last head of state to address the United Nations, but only I have addressed both the League and this organization in this capacity. The problems which confront us today are equally unprecedented. They have no counterparts in human experience. Men search the pages of history for solutions, for precedents, but there are none. This, then, is the ultimate challenge. Where are we to look for our survival? For the answers to these questions which have never before been posed, we must look first to the Almighty Creator, who has raised man above the animals and endowed him with intelligence and reasoning. We must put our faith in him that he will not desert us or permit us to destroy humanity, which he created in his image. We must look into ourselves, into the depth of our souls. We must become something we have never been, for which our education and experience and environment have ill prepared us. We must become bigger than we have been, more courageous, greater in spirit, larger in outlook. We must become members of a new race, overcoming petty prejudice, owing our ultimate allegiance, not to nations, but to our fellow men within the human community. Rastafari.
Yes, Soup, thanks for blessing us. Soup's been blessing us for almost 5 years now.
Yes, I.
Yeah, thanks for blessing us. We might even have him do another one at the end of the show. So we do have a special guest in the studio tonight. Let me get them here on the camera. There he is, brother man. You wave to the crowd. The entire world is seeing you live and direct. Our guest tonight is Ammiel Williams. He is a Virgin Islands concerned citizen. He's on the show tonight to give us his perspective, man. So thanks for coming through. Been a long, long time.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man, you feeling good?
Living the dream all the time, every time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So you heard Soup do that speech there. What did you think about it?
Well, in all honesty, I actually grew up in a Rasta household. Both
Yes.
my parents are Rastafarians and so forth. Those words are common words that we used to hear all the time.
Yes, I.
And it's something to empower, black people and also black youths and so forth for them to strive and aspire for greatness.
Okay.
So I think they're very powerful words, and trust me, Selassie, I've always been a major influence in my life too as well. So
Yes, I. So how you been doing in general, living in the VI?
Well, in all honesty, I left the Virgin Islands when I was 17 years old. That's the first time I attended the university. And it's very astonishing. Well, not astonishing per se. I might say appalling to actually come back and see no development. I've traveled...
So isn't that what you always say?
I've traveled the Caribbean. I've been to various islands and so forth. And being that this is a U.S. territory, to see how these, what they quote-unquote call us in the Caribbean, Garrett and Gasol.
Gasol, yes, I.
To
Yes,
see how these
I.
other countries progressing opposed to our infrastructure here in the Virgin Islands.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
when did you come back?
well, I do come back and forth. I tend to travel based on work, whichever position is more lucrative for me.
Okay.
Despite where it is, it could be in Timbuktu. I'm going to Timbuktu.
Yes,
Okay.
I. Yes, I.
So were you here? Were you here for this last election?
Yes, sir, I was.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I was. Did I partake? I voiced my opinions.
Okay.
But in all honesty, in terms of voting, did I? I did not.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to lie.
Okay.
Because in all honesty, I'm not bashing the government here in St. Croix, but this is one of the first countries and whatnot. Well, let me not say countries, but territories that you have a lot of people who can just come into government with no form of political experience. That kind of how, no political science. You can just bring somebody because they're the biggest fish fry, or bring a band from Trinidad or something.
Blaze the fire.
And that's what happens.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
And nepotism is something great here too as well.
Yeah.
It's not what you know and how intelligent you are. It's who knows you.
Yeah, who knows you? Not who you know, but who knows you.
Yeah,
That's a big difference,
yeah.
right?
Sir.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So did you hear about this thing called the reapportionment? Did you catch any of that?
Oh no, sir, I did not. No.
There was a big topic.
A big drive going on right now.
There's a big drive. There's an election coming up, I guess, at the end of March.
March 30th, they say.
March 30th. And what they're I guess voting on.
It's to reapportion the legislature, to restructure it.
To restructure.
I guess from 2 districts to 5 or something to that effect.
Yeah, it's just I'm still not clear on it, but it's going to change the whole structure of senators, how many senators, and at large, and all this other stuff. It's going to be very different from the way it is now.
Right.
And so the push and the change is, because a lot of people feel the way it's happening now, it's not working.
Right.
And so they want to change the whole structure of the legislature, hopefully for the better,
Right.
to see if that will make people more accountable
Right.
for taking care. If I vote for you, we want to make sure that things in our district, like our roads and this, that, and the other, are being fixed. So you should check into it. It's all over.
Right.
I guess it's headed by Mario Moorhead
Right.
and his sister. There's something that they're passionate about.
GRS retirement.
But the thing about it is, let me ask you guys a question though, because all of us lived in the mainland once upon a time.
Yes.
How much senators you need to run a major state?
2,
2.
Yeah.
1, 2.
You
Two
understand?
or
And
three.
how much times we can fit this 84 square mile island into one of those states?
Yeah. Many times.
Many times. So
Yeah.
in all honesty, I'm not bashing the government.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
do we really need all of these people?
So one per island.
You understand? I do agree because the island is not that big.
Yeah.
You understand?
I
So-
got you.
And we've been doing things the same way for quite a long time, and ain't nothing changing. So let me try some. It's just to put something different in the mix to see
Right.
what could come out of it.
Right.
And the whole thing is, again, if you keep doing something over and over again and it ain't working,
That's insanity.
okay then.
That's a definition of insanity.
Exactly.
Right.
So we see this thing ain't working. Well, it might not be working for the majority of the people. It's only working for some
A certain
Right.
select.
a select few. Let's be real about this thing. It's only working for a select few, and the people them still continue to do it over and over again.
But let me ask you a question. I don't mean to interrupt.
No,
you,
no,
right?
no.
How do you control the masses, though? This is a question I have pondered for many years. How do you control the masses? You starve them from education.
Is education.
Because in order to educate, in order to liberate yourself, you have to educate.
Educate yourself.
You understand?
That's the first key.
And that is the first key. Because at the end of the day, I think it was several years ago I did a census throughout the Caribbean.
Uh-huh.
And True said that St. Croix is not part of CARICOM and whatnot.
Yes.
You understand?
I
Because
understand that.
Yeah, we are U.S. territory.
And we can't do business with nobody else outside of these
And
territory and them kind of foolish
But the thing
nonsense.
about it is we have one of the highest high school dropout rates in entire West Indies.
What?
You understand? When
I
you go
think
places like Barbados and Trinidad,
98% illiterate.
free education.
Yes.
People going to the University of the West Indies, University of Trinidad and Tobago. You understand?
Getting a higher education.
Yeah, higher education.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
understand? But
Yes.
here, the average person probably passed 10th grade.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I think I saw something on Facebook about that. It was
And
just
that's a real thing. It is a reality because now look at it now. They're opening back Hess here now, Hovens, or whatever name they're calling it right now. And
Line
and
three.
most of
Line
these employees that's coming in has to come from away because we don't have the personnel
I
to
do
deal
agree.
to deal with the work capacity that we have. And we had a refinery here for 50 years.
Yeah.
You understand me? So why is it that we don't have pipe fitters? Why is it that we don't have the millwrights and all of
Right.
these men here to do the work?
Right. Because they never invested in infrastructure here.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
understand?
Pull that mic a little closer to you
Oh,
too.
sorry.
Yeah, just pull it a little closer. Yeah.
And
You
to
know-
me,
Mhm.
and next thing to what I looked at and said, damn, how come this never happened? I said, we're here for 50 years. We had that one of the largest oil refinery in the
world.
Western Hemisphere, or in the world.
Yeah.
Today, we don't have our own oil storage. We don't have our own gas
Mhm.
stations.
Yeah, I do agree.
I mean, what are we doing? And we going back again to a next 50-year lease again?
Yeah.
You understand? So the people them really need to wake up and really see what time of day.
No, I do concur 100%. And again, it goes back, hence the fact that we mentioned previously, in order to control the masses, you starve them from education.
Education.
Because I do tend to run up. I am a product, and I'm going to say this over the radio, of Williamsville. I grew up in Williamsville since I was a young boy.
Yes, St. Croix there, man.
You
You know, make
understand?
not weak,
And
you
I
really-
grew up seeing a lot of the young youths and them. The thing about it is my parents taught me you could be living in the ghetto, but not of the
The
ghetto.
ghetto,
You know
yes,
that kind
aye.
of how?
Of
And
course.
I'm proud to say over the radio, my parents have 5 college graduates.
Yes, I.
You understand?
Yes, I.
From the project. So I mean, what's everybody else
Excuse. There's no excuse.
You understand?
There is
Don't
none.
get me wrong. It's hard for individuals to see, oh, daddy's probably a drug dealer, or mommy's this and that, or what.
Right.
But it comes a
Your
point in
environment,
time-
right.
Yeah, it comes a point in your time that we have to take responsibility for our own actions. You understand? And that is a problem. There's no liability.
None.
No.
And no
No
accountability.
account- Accountability.
Yeah, exactly. Accountability. I do apologize. That's
You understand me?
Yeah,
And then too,
accountability.
all of us is sitting here, as you saying it, you know, we see generations like great grandmothers, grandmothers, mothers,
Mhm.
daughters,
Mhm.
and now their daughters now come and be within the system, and now nobody else is taking that lead to say, you know what, it's time for somebody to break this
Right,
cycle,
right.
to stop it. You know what I mean? So let me go a different route.
Right.
Because it's easy thing, easy access. You don't have to get up and do anything. I guess it's too much work.
Mhm.
But again, at the end of the day, we in here in a U.S. territory where the population is 35% on welfare. We are really a welfare state.
No, I do concur 100%. I do agree 100%, brother.
We are a welfare state.
And they don't see nothing wrong
And
with
they don't
that.
exactly.
They don't see nothing wrong with that.
It's simple. It's all right. I mean, you just walk around St. Croix. I always tell Kimber. I said, brethren, I could leave St. Croix 40 years and come forward. Blindfold me when I come off the plane.
Mhm.
Blindfold me,
Right.
and I ain't gonna butt up into nothing
Right.
because we ain't have no changes. And then we
And
see like
that's what
say,
you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
and we see like say
Exactly.
we feel it's like say it become the norm. It become
It comes acceptable.
acceptable and to
Yeah.
me this thing is very appalling. I like when I go to certain places on this island, like especially like when I go up to Herbert Greg, where our elderlies, our seniors have been they say they're housing them. The man administration come, administration goes, administration come, administration goes, and that's the condition we will have our seniors living under.
Elderlies, yeah.
But trust me, I know a lot of people who are teachers and so forth, and I really and truly feel sorry for the upcoming generations in terms of like having adequate books. You understand the condition of the schools and so forth. And I am a graduate of the educational complex, and that was almost how many years ago? In 2019, now almost 18, 19 years ago.
Okay.
You know, and when I passed by the high school not too long ago and saw the conditions of it was quite appalling. You understand? Because this is not the way I remember the school all them years
Right,
ago.
exactly.
You saw the deterioration. I remember back in the day when track and field was a big thing here in St. Croix. You understand? Now they don't even have a proper track to run on nowadays. And
You don't hear
you don't hear nothing about.
Well, I think the track that they used, the complex track has been fixed up.
yeah, things one of them now.
Also they fix it up
Yeah,
already.
I think complex track
Oh,
has
okay.
been fixed up, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and teachers gotta be buying supplies to just to supply supply the students them. They gotta be buying toilet papers, all these things, just basic commodities that we think they're
Right,
supposed to be
Taken care of by the school
taken
system.
care of
By
the
school.
system is not. And again, we keep doing it year round. We come in, school start, year finish, and we keep going, doing these things over and over again. And I keep saying again, only a time a change gonna come. First, it gotta come from mentally, and then we have to instill it. And a change don't take a whole million, 2 million, 10 million people. You know, 5, 10, 20 dedicated individuals
To start.
to start.
Yeah.
You have to hold a common head down.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right,
You
that makes
understand
sense,
me?
right.
Yeah. You know, so, and again, as you say too, for me too, for calling ourselves US, United States of America, and the conditions that we are under.
Yeah.
You're driving up the road right now. You're driving on the road 8, 9 o'clock, 8:20 at night. The place is dark,
Pitch
treasure
black,
rush.
pitch black.
Treasure rush.
Yeah.
You come down from West?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then you have potholes on top of these things. I said okay, we got a pothole them, all right, we could navigate them, but at least paint the road them so you could see what
some kind of
side,
lighting or
some kind,
something,
you know what I
yeah, or
mean?
the-
Put the
put the little-
reflectors
the
down
light
on the road.
reflectors. Mm-hmm.
We see them shut down major 6-lane highway
Yeah, man.
in the night and in the morning. This thing is brand new.
Yeah, because a lot of construction work up there is done in the night when it comes to road work.
Constantly.
The civil work. Yeah, and that's one of the things a lot of people not taking in consideration the amount of vehicular accidents. That we had prior.
Yes.
Coming like for the whole Christmas season.
Yes.
Let me get a story, right? I had a good friend of mine. Me and the guy were like neighbors and so forth, right? And then when you look now, it was a friend of mine birthday, so I bought some, beers and stuff like that
Right.
to cool out and stuff. I said, let me give them a couple beers and so not knowing that would be the last time I would actually see the guy now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, man, had a big accident on the highway, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was very devastating.
Over the last few months?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know they've had some bad
lots
ones.
of
over-
bad
Yes,
accidents,
yes,
brother.
Yeah.
yes.
Do you understand?
yes.
And I don't know what it takes, in all honesty, for the government to actually realize that what they're doing is wrong.
It's not right, yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah.
You understand? And like what we talked about previously, if you're doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, it's insanity.
Yeah, it's never going to
You
happen.
understand? It's never going to change. So,
Yeah. So let me ask you this, man. So you've been keeping up with like national news,
with like the whole Trump
the
administration.
Trump and all that
man.
kind of madness.
Yes, sir. Once in a while I take a glimpse, but in all honesty, I find it to be
Amusing.
Like a big circus.
yeah,
eh?
just a big. It's a
Yeah.
big soap opera. If you
Yeah.
a big
On
TV show,
on the internet,
Yeah.
So what would you do to change all this stuff, man? I mean, you see how the
Well-
place is. I mean, if you were governor, what would you do to change the place?
Well, in all honesty, I would focus on the infrastructure.
Okay.
In all honesty, we need to focus on the teachers and them.
Okay.
Because these are the people who are responsible for teaching the new
Teaching the
generations
generation
and whatnot.
coming up, yeah.
So we need to pump more money in the school systems.
Okay.
You understand? Better books,
Yeah.
better learning facilities, after school programs.
Mhm.
We were just, my neighbor and I was talking about that last night. Because he had a friend of his shipped down some Girl Scout cookies from all the way Babylon down here, and he have a big box. When last did you see a Girl Scout program here?
No, I
I don't
know.
even know if they still exist. Do they still exist?
I'm not sure. I can't answer that.
if
I
I'm
know I know the Seventh-day Adventist Church has a program like adventure I don't know what they call it, but they have something to that effect. I'm not sure if it's a Girl Scout
Right.
program, but I'm not too sure. I really can't answer that. You know what I'm
Have
saying?
you, other than that, have you seen people selling cookies?
Oh no, sir.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I
anybody
haven't
either.
seen it. I have a good friend of mine from West Texas I used to work with
Uh-huh.
down in the oil industry, and
Yeah.
she would send cookies so they were so
Right,
I have to
right,
wait to get
right.
rid of
You have to
them.
wait to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen
Yeah.
anybody selling them.
Yeah.
Selling
I
them
ain't
here.
seen none in a while
I
for
don't
sure.
find that they have enough after school programs
Yeah.
like what we had back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, and what's the term they just tell me when I was a child? Idle hands. I can't remember what my mom used to tell me.
Either hands come the devil's foot soles.
Yeah, something
You
like that. My
understand?
mother used to tell me, but
Yeah, you got to keep people. You got to
have
keep
to
the
keep
young
people
kids
occupied.
Busy,
Yeah, because
occupied.
when they're young like that, their minds are sponges and they're
Yeah.
gonna absorb everything.
And they're gonna
And if you don't have these programs to instill in them from a young age that doing this is correct, doing that is correct, they're gonna be left to be raised by societal figures.
Yeah.
And we all know in the Virgin Islands some of these societal figures, what I mean societal figures,
tricky.
are not,
Yeah. They're tricky.
I mean, role models, ideal role models.
Yes,
So,
yes.
you understand?
Yeah.
So,
Yo, man, we have a serious issue here too in our community concerning rape. You know, we seeing these, and it happening to both sexes. Girls and boys are being raped, and for some reason too, it's like we are not really addressing it. It's like say we kind of like brushing it off. Yeah, it happened.
Sidestepping it.
And but you know, like it's no. Well, I know the Woman Coalition, they do their thing, but in general, like the public itself on a whole is like we condone certain behaviors that takes place within our community. And to me, it's like it's getting real out of hand. You know, it's getting out of hand. We're hearing 10-year-olds getting raped on a regular basis now. You know what I mean? What I said, damn, what have our society become?
you have to have a psychological problem to do them kind of stupidness.
You understand
Something
me?
have to be wrong with you. Because I have a young nephew who's 8 years old and I have 2 other nephews and so forth, and I can't imagine somebody doing something.
Do
like
it
that. I mean, you
exactly,
understand me?
exactly,
Something that I
and it's
don't-
happening, and it's
you know?
happening right here on this island. And the sad part about it is that You hear it come up one time in the news,
Mhm.
and that's
that's it.
it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Whoever it is, the person went to the hospital, identified the person, boom, 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 and it just gets shut down. It get swept under the rug. You know, we have people here that even saying that like people is they want to blame the victims. I said, how can you blame this and this person? This person is young. They don't know what
have no
is
common
no
understanding.
common understanding of what
Right,
is
right,
this
right,
totally is happening.
Right.
Yeah, we have so many media bars. I'm sorry to say it like that, but we have some of these places all about the place. If you want to go do something, go in those places and deal with those people, but not our little youths, man.
Yeah.
Not the little youth
And the
them.
thing about it is, when you're paying for it, you're dealing with a professional.
Exactly. But I think it's a more like a control kind of vibes. You understand?
Domination, kind of dominant, kind of. It have to be something psychological.
Yeah, and there has been a lot of rapes. I mean, like Super saying, you hear it one time and then it's just some there. If you didn't catch it then you would
you
never
never know.
You never know
Yeah.
what happened. You know, but it is
Yeah.
happening.
But the thing
man.
about it is, I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's a topic that is very sensitive and so forth.
Mm.
But when I was in high school,
Mm.
and this is a serious thing I would actually, talk about right now. It was cool for a lot of them young girls that they would grown men who work in, certain establishments and so forth.
Mm.
You will see these guys pull up in fancy cars,
Mm.
picking up 14-year-old girls,
Wow.
and not really and truly taking it. Sit down. Actually consider that being rape.
Rape, exactly.
You understand? Because you as a grown man in 19, 20, 24 years old,
Yeah,
what kind of physical pleasure
yeah.
are you going to get from a girl 13?
13, still in school.
It's still in school. You
She's still a
understand?
baby.
Yeah.
You're still a
That
baby.
kind of stuff still happening?
Yeah. Well, I have no idea. I haven't really been keeping in touch
Yeah.
with the whole.
But the rapes in general,
Yeah.
they're happening, and every time I hear about it, it's just a sad.
Yeah, it's just a sad day. you
What
know.
would make somebody do that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you know what?
I have
what
no
And then to our homes, too, as the next thing too, the houses that these things are happening in, we really got to look at that too.
the household.
Sometimes, yeah,
The
because
household.
a lot of times there is an adult home in the home
Mm-hmm.
when these things take
Yeah, I
place.
do agree.
You understand me? So our homes got to be really looked at. As I said, we're there in a society that a lot of things we don't talk about, a lot of things we don't touch upon. But
Right.
again, as they keep saying that, and a slogan we was hearing for the last 6 months or over a year, change course, change course. But the people your mindset have to change
that is
before
true.
anything
Before-
could begin to
That is
start
true.
to
That
change.
is 100% true.
Yeah, mine, and then the action will
The
follow.
action will follow.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
You can't put the carriage before the horse.
No way.
You understand?
No way.
So,
So
yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
And I agree 100%, brother.
yeah, I don't know if them thing is still going on here today.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I did to work 9 to 5, so I ain't gonna time to be
Yeah,
here.
same thing with me.
You understand me? So
That was
we don't know.
yeah,
we don't know.
But-
And that's a great point you mentioned too, because now in school, as you said, I could remember now
Mhm.
seeing grown men come into the schools and pick up young girls when I was going to school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was seeing it happening. I was seeing it happening.
It was a
So
norm.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's switch gears a little bit here. So who you been following in the NBA? I know you're a sports
Well,
fan.
in all honesty, I've been a big sports fan until Mr. Duncan retired.
Hot.
Yeah,
One
okay.
of my greatest moments in my life is a good friend of mine. Let me give a shout out to Mr. Gerard Jevois Hendrickson. Him and I
Okay.
used to work in this natural gas facility out in West Texas. And he's a big Kobe Bryant fan, but he loved Timmy the same way. I'm a big Tim Duncan fan, and we bought front row tickets to see the last game between Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
You know, that kind of. So
Ye-
that was ecstatic for me.
Yes,
That was the
yes.
icing on the cake.
So
Hot.
what year was this?
That oh gosh, wait, so old I get to the well, that's 3 years I came back. That was at least 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, something that is very vague right now. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you don't have a pick right now?
well, in all honesty,
You're not a LeBron fan?
oh yeah, you have to crown the king, man. I'm not a biased individual. I do respect his game. In all honesty, he reminds me of Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
You understand? But his tenacity and his aggression speaks volume because the guy is a great player, and I mean, people might disagree, but he's a force to be reckoned with. I mean, even at his age, because now in the NBA they say when you hit 34, 35,
You got
you're
downhill.
going
You don't downhill.
But not him, brother. Just his training regiments and the way he still performs at his age. You understand? It's
the
it's
training. The
marvelous.
training is a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
He's dedicated to the sport.
Yes.
Look at it too. See, as we are talking sports too, you see, Mr. Kraft was just charged with rape. The owner for
Patriots.
the Patriots.
Yeah.
They pick him up on solicitation of sex, and while they had the AFC going on down there, however the case may be. And then to a next thing to me, if you guys were listening to Joe Boeheim of Syracuse, he killed somebody. He knocked down somebody the other day. I think it
car
was last
accident?
week Friday. Yeah, and killed them.
Well, I heard it.
Intoxicated or no?
I don't know, so the story is not really,
Right,
it is, again, people with money, they got these money, so,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I'm saying, damn, look at this now. If it was a normal Joe, would you think he'd have been out walking the streets today?
But-
No.
We just had this conversation the other day at work with me and one of my co-workers. Shout out to Adam Perez, you know what I mean? Very cool guy from, where is he from? I think he's originally from California or Texas, one of these areas. Nice guy. We were talking about that. I mean, how there's a large disparity in terms of, I don't like to touch the race subject. Let's just touch money.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
typical example, somebody could say Lindsay Lohan, all right, how much drug charges she had?
Yes.
You understand? But the common black man get fined with a dime bag of weed. He got in jail.
He
for
got
10
in
years.
jail for 10 years.
But oh my God,
She's had a lot of problems.
She's a lot, and yeah, she needs to go to rehab.
She's a
and-
star.
She's
She's
a-
a star.
Serious. But the average Joe just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He was dealt a bad card in life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he's a hustler. I mean, not a hustler,
Mm.
We all got to eat.
We all have to eat and
Yeah,
feed our
eat.
family. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to poisoning the youth, that I don't agree.
No, agree.
You
Definitely
understand?
not.
But in all honesty, there's a big, I don't even know what to call it, brother. That's just, I guess that's the world.
Just madness, right?
Yeah, that's the world we live in, brother.
Just madness.
Yes, sir.
So you say you've been back for 3 years now?
Yes, sir. 3 years. Yeah, I was currently working at the rum distillery, and now I'm back in the refinery.
Okay. So what do you do, man? I mean, when you're not working.
Well,
I mean, what do you
I was
do?
I was an ex bodybuilder. I used to bodybuild and
That's,
powerlift.
that's right. So you don't do that anymore?
Well, I got injured. I
Oh,
got
okay.
an ACL replacement and meniscus, and it was a total knee replacement. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So right now I'm just in the healing phase, and hopefully the next couple of months I'll be back in the gym.
Okay, because you used to be
Oh, you
real
used to
tight.
be, yeah.
You used to be real tight. right here, looking like Hercules.
Yeah,
Still does, but
Yeah, we're not as big as I used to be.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
so is it you coming to be 100% or?
Hopefully, but they say no one really recovers 100% from this injury. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, you're making good progress.
Oh
with
yes,
the
sir.
recovery?
Yeah, I feeling like a 16 again, but I can't do the backflips like how I used to.
Yes, sir.
Things, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no.
So how your take on the island in a whole is? What's your
Well,
vibes on St. Croix?
You see, the thing about it is St. Croix is a beautiful country. It's a place that has large potential for development and growth.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand? I just think we need the right leaders in the right places to watch this thing come to fruition. You understand? Because, like we talked about previously, we can't keep doing the same things and expect a different result.
Don't,
Over and
right.
over,
You know, one of my favorite destinations in the Caribbean is Cayman Islands. Big up to all my Cayman people, them and my Trinidad and all the Honduranian and so. You know what I mean? Those are my favorite destinations in the Caribbean. And when you go to these places, yes, Cayman Islands dollar is worth more than the US, of course, because they have the offshore banking and all these
Mhm.
things.
Yes.
But just to see a Caribbean island develop so fast, it's something that's astonishing. You're
Mm.
gonna be like, wow.
Yeah.
You
Right.
understand? And grant to me, they're around the same square mileage. Okay, man, it's just a lot more flat.
Mm.
But in terms of tourist destination, and
It's a big tourist
Oh,
destination.
yeah, man. Oh yeah, beautiful place, brother.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
We here need to develop another alternative to actually bring revenues here to the Virgin Islands.
Okay, I was just going to ask you about
You know
that.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So tourism is not enough.
Right.
Okay.
No, but we're a big industrial country.
Mm.
We have rum,
Mm.
You understand? I work for one of the rum distilleries here.
Okay.
And Captain Morgan is the largest rum distributing country. I mean, St. Croix right now.
Okay.
Being that we have Crucian rum.
Right.
And also Captain Morgan.
Yes.
And now we have some microbreweries that started.
They're
up here.
coming
up,
up. They're
yeah.
coming
You
up
understand what I'm
too.
saying? So
Yes.
now we are the rum capital of the world, to be
Okay.
honest. A lot of people don't understand that.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
you know, we need to focus more on building the
Okay.
infrastructure
Building up
to
the-
help people to come back to this island. Because I'm going to be honest with you now, when I was in college and so forth, and I used to be part of an organization called CCE, the Caribbean Culture Exchange.
Mhm.
So now you meet people from all over the West Indies,
Mhm.
Cayman, Jamaica, Trinidad, St. Lucia, all over. You understand? Yeah, big up to my Lucian posse too. I just had to, you know what I mean? Yeah. And these people were so adamant about going back home. I'm saying to myself, I was young in my 20s and, you know.
Oh, the people in the group
Oh,
were
yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
going back to their
Yeah,
to the
oh,
go back to
boy,
their
boy, I
country.
mean, when I finished college, they're going back home Trinidad. They're like, what the hell are you going back to Trinidad and do?
Yeah.
You understand? Why going back Cayman and live? But until you go there,
You
then
then
you would
understand what's
why.
going on.
Yeah.
Yes,
the
sir.
governments give these people first preference when it comes to certain jobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if they send you off to become an accountant, whenever a position open up, that is yours.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? So it's not based upon nepotism like here is.
Yeah.
It's based upon
Everything your
qualification.
qualifications.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is something that we lack here.
Okay.
Because I have a cousin of mine, I have to shout out to Miss Akima Williams. Her and I are two chemical engineers.
Mm.
You understand? But when we came back to St. Croix years ago
Mm.
and tried to find a position here, oh no, sir. Unless you from LSU or this and that or this, she went to Ivy League school. I graduated from the University of South Florida.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's a big school too.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
But what
we
difference to
both,
make what
brother.
school you went? That's what I
Yeah,
do.
you understand
That's
I'm
what I
saying?
do.
Yeah.
And it was very hard for us to find jobs.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So she ended up working for I forget, I mean DPNR, and I did a few contracting jobs here and there until I ventured off, went to Diageo, then came back, went to Texas, came back
Right,
again. and
yes, sir.
all over the place.
Place,
you know what I mean?
yes, yes.
Well, let me ask you this. So you said you were in this club, and a lot of the other Caribbean people, when they
Mhm.
finished school, they wanted to go back home.
Yes, sir.
But did anybody want to stay in the States?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because I guess a lot of people enjoy, I mean,
The island
whole
life.
comfort, the whole
Yeah,
island life.
yeah.
You know that kind of how?
Yes.
Let's be real. We are, it's called something called DWB, right? Driving while black.
Black.
Driving while black, yes.
You understand?
Living
And
while
I'm
black.
going to be honest with you, I've been a victim of that multiple times.
Multiple times.
Multiple.
I could attest to
I
that.
on the ground on the side, walk with my hands them behind my head. And then when you look now, me and my cousin and I was driving back from Houston, going back to West Texas. We went and checked out the vehicle to buy, but we didn't find the model we wanted. So now we passing, going back all the way down to Odessa, Texas. We always put on the cruise control, right? Just to say we driving.
Mm.
All of a sudden, you just see the state trooper pull out. Well, he wasn't a state trooper, I guess it was a police for that county. You understand? And my cousin pull over. You understand? So he told me, Booja, put your hand them on top of the dashboard and make sure you have the license out. And he turned on all the lights in the car. Right? One police came on the driver's side. I was totally oblivious to the fact they had one behind me now.
Okay.
Locked and loaded now. You understand? He said,
Yeah.
look in the rearview mirror. He don't have it gun lock
Lock and loaded.
Ready to, I
Yeah.
mean, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
man.
Serious
He
business.
feel
Serious,
threatened
brother.
by two black men.
Two black men driving, and you know, I was at that time a process safety manager for 3 facilities in West Texas.
Okay.
And he was a master operator, one of the best compressor operators I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
You understand? And we didn't bother nobody.
Yeah.
We just going home.
Just going home.
Just
Yeah.
going home.
That's usually the same story.
Yeah.
Whenever you hear this kind of madness going on, I was just going to the store. I was going home.
Yeah.
I was going on a trip, and you know, next thing you know, you hands up, and you know, your whole life literally could flash before your eyes.
Exactly. Quick.
But one thing I want to actually add to that too, and it's not discrediting people of color, but every action has an equal or lesser reaction.
Mm.
You understand? I understand these people might be bigots, they might be I mean, whatever you want to call it.
Mm.
You understand? But in all honesty, you kill them with kindness. You understand me?
Yes.
And just let them be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to provoke a situation because as a young boy in an Antiguan household, I always say provocation leads to murder.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? he is the law. I do understand that this is not my country.
That's
I
right.
have to abide by the people and
Law.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And I try to stop any farmer ruckus.
Yeah.
So if you react a kind of how, expect a kind
Kind
of
of reaction to come back at
Yeah,
you.
understand? I mean, oh,
Yes.
this man, watch how you pulling me over, fan. Yes, sir. No, sir. And carry on with your life.
Life,
Yeah.
yeah.
Prevention better than
The
cure.
cure, that's right.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
man.
the time.
Did
All
you
the
meet
time.
anybody in this club you were talking about from St. Croix or the VI?
Let me see. It's a long time ago. I thought you were talking about at least 15.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was that far back.
Let me see. I
Yeah,
met,
man.
not really.
Not really, just pretty much every other place.
Yeah, well, I had another good friend of mine, but he originally from St. Lucia, but he grew up here like me to say.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. So
Okay.
him and I would go there and scope out the scene and have some fun and so, you know, that kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
Let me ask you a question, man. So you deal with a lot. You know, the island is full now. Have you had an opportunity to talk to anybody from the States and sort of get their opinion on what they think?
Oh,
Because I'm sure that all the people that are here have an opinion or a thought
Oh, yeah, I
about
have.
St. Croix. You know, and probably a lot of them have never been here before,
Yeah, I
and they're
have.
here now.
I mean, being in the position that I'm in now, I interact with people every day.
Okay.
You know, and some of the people them I've met have nothing but positive things to say about the island.
Okay.
Right.
Especially the foreigners and so forth, because quote unquote they love the food.
Yes,
You
for
understand?
sure.
They love the freedom. You understand? They talk about how the scenery is so beautiful and, you know, I mean, yeah, I mean, they only have nothing but positive things to say. But you're going to find, quote unquote, a few, assholes here and there.
In between, yeah.
You
it
understand?
was-
Like, okay, you're coming a line, I mean, couple guys, this is taking too long. And dude, this not the States, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just pump
Just
brakes
pump
and
the
you-
brakes and just hold it on.
It's the islands, everybody relaxing. on
Yes,
this.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
have a
sir.
beer,
For
you know,
sure.
Just relax your soul. You know, that
Yeah,
kind of-
Yes,
we
sir.
are cruising time.
Time.
Yeah, there you go.
And that is cruise.
Yeah, understand?
That is cruise control, okay, fully.
Yeah, man. So real quick, man, I just want to say that this is the HR Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. until. Amir Williams is our guest. He is a Virgin Islands
Ammiel.
concern. Amir?
Ammiel.
Ammiel.
Amil.
Ammiel.
Amil.
Yes.
He always got issue with names, so yeah.
I'm just going to say Mr.
Mr.
Williams.
Williams.
Others call me Booja.
Buja. Buja is a concerned citizen from the Virgin Islands, and he's just sharing his perspective with us. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
A todo tú quiero, pero estarás aquí si no tuviera dinero. Girl, it's solo tú y yo. Quiero tocar tu cuerpo, press your body on mine, bailar conmigo. Mami, quítate tu ropa, porque eso a mí me gusta. Baby, you can be the one I love. You can be the one I think of. Maybe you might be the one. Dime, mami, tu pum pum, mami, uchi wali wali. I fell in love with you, girl, right instantly. Right now, I need your body right next to me, feeling like a timpani, sing a symphony. I really wanna know, girl, is you into me? Into me. Best believe, yeah, I'm falling in too deep, girl. It's solo tú y yo. Quiero tocar tu cuerpo, press your body on mine.
All right. We are back. This is the HR Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. until. We have Mr. Williams in the studio. What's happening? Let me bring him back up on the screen here. There he is, man. Wave to the crowd one more time. You're streaming out worldwide. Everybody is seeing you.
That bicep pose, but I don't have muscle anymore.
All your friends in Texas, all your friends here, and people just in Jamaica and Trinidad and all over the place. They tuned in right now, man. So,
When last you been to Antigua?
It's been a while, actually.
Okay.
I do tend to go more on the western side of the Caribbean now.
Right.
Yeah, like, in all honesty, I love Cayman Islands too much.
Hot.
so that's the hot spot, right?
Oh, God. That is my second home.
Second home.
Second home. Okay. So
Yes,
let me
right.
ask you this, man. So it sounds like your mother and your father very very inspirational in your life, man. What are some of the things that they shared with you when you were coming up, man? That still probably holds true
Well,
to this day here.
you know, I'm going to give a story over the radio, and it's not something I'm shy of. I remember years ago, I have three older brothers and one sister. And I'm the last brother of four. And I was the one who got the C on the report card. But my father didn't scold me individually. What he did, he called all his sons inside because we were playing basketball outside in the road. You know, ghetto lifestyle.
Yes, of course, I got that, yes.
So my father called all of us inside the house, and he made it very clear to us as children. He's going to school all of us because all of us have to help one another. And he said, well, in order for us to escape this form of living, this kind of living, you have to use this.
Yes,
And until you use this, you won't reach nowhere. You understand? And that stuck with me for my whole life.
Okay.
I mean, even up to this day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand?
Key, that's the
Never
key.
told to learn anything new, brother.
Yes.
Never.
Yes, sir.
Never.
If I could say, Mr. Williams, I do know your mother.
Yeah.
And from the time I met your mother, she's always just been positive, uplifting. You know, she comes down and good morning to everybody. Just a positive, true person, I must say. And you know, you don't really always find that. You know.
Yeah.
And so you know, big ups to your mother. You know, she's been nice to me and been kind to me, very respectful.
Yes, sir.
And I just give her back the same. You know, because that's how it goes, man.
Yeah, that's how it is. It takes two hands to clap.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
that's how it goes, man. So we want to thank you for coming through, man, and sharing, you know, just your perspective.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate it. You understand? And
Anything you want to share? Anything, you know, I don't know
Any
if-
last
well,
words?
you know,
Anybody
well,
want big
you
up
know,
or whatever?
I just want to use them to focus on what's important and focus on what's positive.
Okay.
Because they are the future.
Okay.
You understand? I'm getting down in age. You understand? So for now, I mean, I'm not going to tell about it. But and I just want the community to come as a whole.
Yes.
You understand? Because it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
That's right.
You understand?
Yeah.
And
Now we gone away
we
from
as men
that.
too need to take responsibility for our actions too.
Okay.
Because sometimes we're quick to point the finger and say somebody doing this and that. But sometimes our biggest problem is the person in the mirror.
Yes.
Mhm.
And until we change that,
Yes, sir.
nothing will change.
Nothing's going to change.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But
Remember
I'm
when they
respect
say, you
for
know,
having me on the show.
when your point is 5 punk, it's 4 of them. When you point short, it's 3 of them coming back at
You
you. You
understand
know.
how we go?
You understand?
Yeah,
So,
There you go.
yeah, man, it's been a
Any
pleasure.
shout-outs? Any shout-outs?
Yeah, well, it's enough love and respect to Habibi. You know, they're always in time, but my best friend.
Okay.
Enough love and respect to PP. Enough love and respect to Sarai, everybody. All out the road. You know, my brother, them, my sister, my mom, my father. You understand? Enough love and respect to my partner, them in Trinidad. You know, I can't name too much of them because it's a whole ton.
Yes, sir.
My brother, them down in Trinidad. My partner, them in Cayman, Scotiabank. You understand how the thing said? That's about it.
Okay.
You know.
All right, man. So we'll leave it at that.
Yes, sir.
Our guest tonight is
Ammiel
Williams.
Ammiel Williams.
Ammiel Williams. He is
AKA
a
Booja.
AKA Booja. He is a Virgin Islands concerned citizen. He was on the show tonight just giving us his perspective on a lot of things. A little bit of sports, a little bit of local politics,
Yes, sir.
a little bit of his upbringing, a little bit of his mother and his father. Touched a little bit about his job, his career. And,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
he's just basically saying, you know, that we just got to keep the youths focused,
Yeah, we have to.
keep them educated, work with them. Not everybody's at the same level, but we got to work with all of them.
Yeah, you have to.
And you know, so my favorite saying is that now when I'm online and this, that, and the other, is to just say to bless the day. You know,
Yeah.
you know, don't necessarily look for blessings, but you bless.
Yeah, of course, of course.
You know, you bless the day. You know. So,
of course.
Super. Any final words, man?
Yes, sir. Virgin, give enough
Good.
thanks for coming through.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, hold on a second. Someone made a comment and said the people are still driving with their bright lights because there's no road lights.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So just be careful on the road, everybody. Just be careful, man. Just take your time, you
Yes,
know.
and that's
St.
it.
Croix is very small. You only take about 10-15 minutes to get to wherever you are. If you're late, it's better late than never.
Never.
Exactly.
You know what I
Real
mean?
talk,
So just
real talk.
pump the brakes and just be cautious out there.
Take
Yeah.
your time.
Again, enough love to
Hold on, I thought the same person said I enjoyed him. So
Okay.
yeah, he definitely got one follower.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Bless it up, Sue. Bless
yes,
it up.
sir. Again, Rastafari live,
Yeah,
one
man.
perfect
Better
love.
living.
And that's it. Jagade, everybody stand firm.
All right, man. So we'll be back tomorrow. We got another show lined up. This is the HR Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. until. Our telephone number is 340-201-9005. Check out our online internet radio station. Catch it by downloading the TuneIn Radio app. You download that first, and then you search for streaming live from the VI.com radio. It'll come up, and you'll hear all the great music that we playing. Like this song right here. I love this song right here. Soup, this dude was on our show. He has a song right here called put on your headphones there real quick. It's called Civil Disobedience.
At night, I see the sights of him choking on his own blood. And it's scaring me to dare me to do something about it. Like, really? You gon' what? Push me till I fear less. Till I do not fear death. Take the law in my own hands. This clip hold the whole jury stand. That cop is a bad cop. And that cop backing that cop. These cops is out to get us. I knew as soon as that bag dropped. He ain't seeing no prison time. This judge acting like a mascot. They supposed to de-escalate. They come around with that trash talk. White folks is stealing land just to build those pipelines. Poisoning our drinking waters, but you wanna focus on my crimes. This about to get straightened out. These devils is out of line. We done seen the real terrorists centuries before Columbine. How much I'ma do 'em how they do it.
Shed blood, shed tears, and die for this land. Do 'em how they do it. Every day in injustice.